welcome to I'll Knit With You. My name is Rebecca, known on Instagram and Ravelry as EvilTwin2. You can find our group on Ravelry under I'll Knit With You. You can find the show notes at illknitwithyou.blogspot.com, or you can email me at illknitwithyou@gmail.com. .blogspot.com@gmail.com. Yeah. How you guys doing? How you been? Oh my gosh, I had quite the week. But first, let's talk about our new friends. So, usually I check Ravelry right before the show, and I know there's one person who introduced themselves yesterday that I was going to type in and I didn't do it yet. So, Ravelry isn't working at my house right now, and so I can't check it today. I got on there, I've never had a problem before, but today of course, can't look at it. So we have Crochet Forever, who is Emily from Pennsylvania. We have Celtic Lucas, who is Lucas from Georgia. We have Mando Bug, who is Amanda from Georgia. We have Akan, or however else you pronounce that, who's Alicia from South Carolina. And Crafty Knitter 7, who is Sue from Canada. So 2 Georgias, a Carolina, a Canada, and a Pennsylvania. South Carolina. Welcome! I don't usually say this part, if you're new, thanks for watching, and if you've watched before, thanks for coming back. I'm gonna start giving you guys like a nickname, like, hey, my owlets. How's it going, my owlets? My owls and my ewes. My owls and my ewes. You can decide which you are. I'm not gonna make you choose. Anyway, so, yeah, my week's been really crazy, and I'm a little stuffy, and I don't know why. I didn't used to have allergies, but I think I've developed allergies in my old age of 26-ish. So last week I was talking about what was coming up in my life, and I was telling you about a 5K I was doing, and I'm doing another 5K, not this weekend, but the next weekend. And I won a medal for the 5K. Look at it! It says, Color Me Spring 5K. And I won for having the fastest walking time, second fastest walking time. I got the second fastest walking time in my age group. But I really think there was just 2 people in my age group because I was like the second to last person on the track. What are you gonna do? I still got a medal. Yay! It did make me feel like really accomplished for no reason. Winning a medal. I got some non-yarn related stuff to talk about really quick. So I bought myself some birthday treats because it's coming up, and treat yourself, right? So the first thing I got my first Birchbox, and these have been around forever, so don't be surprised if you have or haven't heard of it. And mine came with some shampoo, body wash, a scent, like a perfume, what's it called? Eyeliner, and then like a healthy snack. So it tells you the price of what everything would cost if you bought it outright. And I only paid $10 for my Birchbox, so I saved like, well, this is also the full size price. So I saved a lot of money, put it that way. And I got some Color Stay shampoo for when I do this again. It is nice and pastel for Easter though. That is exactly what I wanted, so I'm excited about that. I got a Kind Bar. Now this is my favorite kind of Kind Bar, so I was like, I'm sold. That's the best ever. I got this Spa Therapy body wash. This Samita eye pencil. And this stuff is crazy good, like, it just glides on. And then Hello by Harvey Prince. A little bit of that. That'll be good for summer travels. I don't know if I'll do Birchbox again. It's $10, I don't see why not. That's not that much yarn money. And they give you rainy day ideas. And this one says, dust off your board game collection and play. It's idea number 33. And after watching Fiber and Dice, all I want to do is play board games. So, that was pretty cool. I know this is not a makeup podcast, but I was excited, so. And none of this is sponsored. I just talk in such a way that sounds like I'm a salesman sometimes, and I'm not trying to. If you guys want to sponsor, let me know, and I will talk to you about that. The other thing I ordered is much bigger. It is a Stitch Fix box. If you haven't heard of Stitch Fix, you pay 20 bucks and fill out a style profile, and they send you 5 pieces of clothes, including jewelry maybe, and then you decide what fits, what you like, what doesn't fit your style, what you don't like. The stuff you like, you pay for and keep, and the stuff you don't like, you send back in an envelope. So, 20 bucks to get started, and that 20 bucks goes towards your first purchase, or towards a purchase from the box. So, the cool thing is that they give you these style cards. So like, if like, they gave me this thing, I don't really know how to wear it. You just use one of the style cards, and then you're like, oh, perfect with this and this and this and this. Done. I actually got a lot of really cute stuff. And the thing that I actually kept, this box is way too big for my lap. The thing that I kept is this black and white stripy dress. It is actually really well fitted, and it looks awesome. And you're thinking, stripes, Rebecca? I hate stripes so much. No, stripes are bad. These stripes make my top half look really nice. And my bottom half look well hidden. So, they're clothes. By the way, I had done a bunch of, like, review searches online, like, what did other people think? And I heard some people say, like, their clothes felt cheap. This feels really thick and sturdy to me. And I could not see my bra through, like, any of these shirts, which... that's a miracle in itself to me. So, I decided to get this, so my 20 bucks that I spent on getting the box to me went towards my dress. So I got it for quite a bit of a well, not really a discount, it's already paid for it, but, you know, it's nice. They sent me this crochet top, which I liked, but I would not wear it, so why would I keep it? And they did send a tank top to go with that. It's just a plain white, boring thing. They sent this floral shirt, which I would never pick up for myself, but if it had been like a more fitted shirt, I totally would have kept it. It's pretty cute. It's very pretty. And it's really billowy, and I am not a wispy thing, so billowy does not look good on me. They sent me these awesome jeans, which almost fit, but didn't quite fit, and I have mixed feelings about really tight skinny jeans. The tight part actually fit really well. I've just been eating Easter candy. They also sent this necklace, which is completely beautiful, but they also charge different prices than what I expect to pay, because I shop at like different stores. Obviously, because I think this material feels really thick and nice. I might try to look for something similar to this and some of these other items, like when I'm about shopping and stuff. Very, very cute stuff. So then, the stuff that I don't want to keep, sorry, I'm digging for it. I send it back in this giant mailer that is already paid for. I'll show you this side because I don't want to show you shipping stuff. So, and that'll be it. And then I've marked online what I want and what I don't want. And what I'm keeping. So, just send back what you're not keeping and you're done. It's pretty easy. So, I'm really excited about it. This is my first time getting it. They do have a referral. I'm not gonna lie. They got a referral. So, the way it works is I'll put a link in my show notes, and if you guys use that link to sign up, I do get an incentive, but don't feel like you have to. It's just kind of cool. I like cool, fun stuff. I promise I'm gonna talk about knitting. Just give me a minute. Yay! So, of the stuff that I bought that I wasn't sure if I was gonna like any of it, the Birchbox and the Stitch Fix, they're sitting over here and here. Over there and there. I actually like most of it. It turned out really well for me. So, yeah. In other news, I saw the new Captain America, and it's amazing. I've watched a bunch of scary movies lately. I don't know why. I've just been in a scary movie mood. My friend Rachel sent me a birthday box of stuff, which included some face mask stuff, a nail polish, and Orphan Black, among other things, and a new phone case, which my phone isn't in here, but it's a new TARDIS phone case, and it's awesome. Orphan Black is a really good show put out by the BBC, but it's set in America. It's a little confusing there. But if you watch Orphan Black, let me know, because we are in the Clone Club together. Clone Club. Anyway, let's get to the stuff that I'm actually working on. This has all just been a lot of talking. But I was really excited about all this stuff, so I wanted to tell you about it because you're my friends. So, as far as spinning goes, I'm going to show you the same thing I've been showing you for the last couple weeks because the other spindle is on my wheel and it's just very much in the middle of something and it's hard to pull off there. But I am spinning the Ashford Damson. I think that's its colorway name actually. And it is blue and purple and white and lovely and awesome. And I don't have very much left. The other stuff is just like right in the middle of everything, and so it's really hard to get off my spinning wheel to show you. So I'm just going to show you the finished one. This is my finished single. I'm making another single. I split the weight evenly, so it should be pretty close. I long drafted all of it. So I long drawed all of it after watching a very, very helpful spinning TV. So we'll see how that goes. There's just stuff over here. Sorry. I'm still working on my windward. And it has grown quite a bit. Pattern Whisperer said, hey, you're gonna run out of yarn at some point. Heads up. I totally went and found more Noro in the same colorway that I was already using. I'll talk about that in a second. It's all tangly. So here's where it started on this end, and it grew and it grew, and now you see the square parts taking shape, and it's growing and it's growing forever and ever. So it's a little clumpy over here right now, but it's massive and it's brilliant and I love it. It's actually pretty wide. So, something like that. Yeah. So that's how it's going. I had been knitting, and I got to about this much left of the Noro that I had. Not very much. And I knew I needed more, and I needed to pick up the prize yarn for the 100th giveaway drawing. So I went to my LYS, and they have... It's a smaller store, so they have a very interesting selection of things. And the only Noro that was the right color was in an Aran weight. Okay. I'm using a fingering weight, like a sock yarn weight. And the windward pattern is all about the way it's shaped is because this is what happens when you're out sailing and you adjust your sails. And one of my favorite quotes is about being able to adjust your sails when the wind comes and not like just toppling over, right? You might be able to see where this is going. So instead of saying, oh phooey, I guess I'll have to start with a whole other color in the correct weight of yarn for my shawl scarf thing that no one knows what it's supposed to look like. Instead I said, when the wind blows, you adjust your sails. So I picked up the ball of Aran yarn. I'm probably going to buy another one because they're not very big compared to how much sock yarn there was. Or sock weight yarn there was. And you can see where the pinkish red color is right here. The colors kind of repeat backwards, so it's teal, purple, red, purple, teal. And it kind of keeps going the other way. And you'll notice there's a whole lot less of each color. That's because it's an Aran weight yarn. I'm not holding it up high enough. So that's what I decided to do. I just put it in there because that's exactly adjusting your sails. And this is the part that's probably going to be around my neck. So it'll be way warmer and less full of holes. And I don't think it looks that bad. Like, yeah, it's less drapey and it's more thick. Let me get up in here real close. But I really like it actually. So that's what matters. It's how I feel about what I'm knitting. So thin stuff, thick stuff. Big difference, but man, it's beautiful. I like it. This pattern is so much fun to knit. I'm doing, let's count the stitch markers. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections, 4 or 5 sections at once. And it's awesome. And every time you change sections, you change textures. It's very, very fun. So that's my Windward, and it's coming along. And I love it. And here's this Noro so far. It's deflating awfully fast. But it's got all the same colors, and I wanted it to match. And it is in my Knitting Geisha Merida bag. So lovely. Bought this one myself. I saw it in an FO thread. Sorry, scrunching back here. I saw it in an FO thread, and I immediately went and bought it. It shipped really quick because it was already done. But I needed to have it because Merida is my favorite. Yay! I started a new project because that's what I needed to do. Did I finish any objects? I got Hexa Puffs for you. I started what are called runner socks. And they are for people who do running, and I thought this would be good because I want to get back into running, and if I knit myself some socks, that means I have to run, right? Something like that. So the colors that I'm using are navy and this thing called Vegas Lights, and it is wool-less sock yarn. Where this is not actually sock yarn, so we'll see how this goes. This is just Knit Picks palette. I'm a dangerous person. But my idea is that there's so much of the other one that it'll probably be okay. I'm not that worried about it. And this sock is most of the navy, and I'm going to alternate them for the other sock. So it'll be mostly Vegas Lights with a little bit of navy. So I'm going to get closer again. Hi guys, how's it going? Very nice, yes. Purple hair, purple and teals. Sorry. Okay, so the top is in this lovely rib. And the heel flap is actually where, you know, like some heel flaps, it's like you slip on one side. You slip on both sides because it's a runner heel, and you want to make sure that heel is going to stand up through anything. And then did the heel turn, and then the pattern starts. That's really fun. I'm gonna show it to you. Just gotta get all this stuff unwound from my needles. That was lovely. There's the pattern. Look at that. It's gorgeous. It's very stained glass like, which I really like. They're just going around. It's kind of like a sunset. So that'll just keep emerging, and I really like the way these are turning out. It took what felt like forever to get to the pattern part, which is all I wanted to do. And now that I've started, I pretty much got it memorized. It's a really easy, excuse me. It's a really easy pattern to get in your head. So these are the runner socks. They're in my projects as the color runner socks, because I'm doing a color run again in a couple weeks. So that is awesome, and I love it. So, yeah, I haven't posted any pictures of them yet, I don't think, which is lame. I should do that. Piles of yarn. As far as FO goes, as FOs go, or as I call them, defeated foes, I have 2 little bitty Hexa Puffs. This one is, I believe, Row of Pearls Antique Quilt. And this one is lovely, and I wish I knew what the name of it was. If you want to know what the name of it is, you can go to my projects page and go to my Beekeeper's Quilt. I put everything in there as far as the yarns. I put them in there before I even start using them because I like to add up how much yardage that'll be to see how far I'm going to be knitting this year, mile-wise. Yay! Those are my puffs. That's all I have for finished objects. If you're knitting socks, if you're knitting any kind of lovely socks, make sure to post your finished socks in the finished sock parade. If you want to make socks, you don't know where to start, we have sock prep thread where you can ask questions about stuff. And for the in-between questions, go to the socket thread. And there you can ask questions about heel flaps, anything in between. Once you're cast on, that's the place for info. I'm like really slashed on my couch. If you knit hexapuffs, come over to Strut Your Puffs, that thread, and show me your puffs. I want to see them all. If you are a podcaster, oh my gosh, we have so many threads now. If you're a podcaster, tell me about your podcast in the podcaster thread. Oh, the sock thing. The sock thing goes to the end of April. And after that, I'm going to probably close those threads because that's a lot of stuff going on. And I might open it up to like a monthly upload thread. I haven't figured that all out yet. So, we'll get there. If you want to shop and you want to donate yarn, let me know. If you donate yarn for prizes, let me know. If you are a new person who's watching this for the first time, or if you're a person who isn't watching this for the first time but hasn't introduced themselves in the introduction thread, go introduce yourself. I just want to say hi to you. That's all I want to do. I'm not going to bite. I promise. I promise I'm not going to bite. I just want to say hi. So, that was a lot of talk about not knitting. Because I need like 12 more knitting projects in my knitting box. I need to spin a whole lot more. I miss spinning. I haven't spun much this week. It's very sad. I realized that you cannot walk a 5K. Yeah, I walked it. I'm not fast. I'm not good. I'm not athletic at all. You cannot do a 5K and expect to be able to spin yarn that evening. My legs were a little sore. It didn't happen. Hopefully next week someone's be finished objects. Or maybe just a hoe, a half-finished object. That'd be nice too. I said where this bag came from. Did I say the other one? This is my Lorelei bag. I will have a link to that on the show notes. But I think I have a lot of things to say today. I don't know what's up with that. So, thank you guys for watching I'll Knit With You podcast. Remember, I'm Rebecca, and you can find me everywhere as EvilTwin2. Add me on Instagram. I love Instagram pictures. I follow everyone back. I have so many Instagram people that I follow. It's getting a little out of control, but that's okay. Pictures of knitting are not the worst thing in the world. So until next time, when you need someone to talk to you while you knit socks, or hex puffs, or while you do anything else, remember, I am Rebecca, and I will knit with you. Bye, guys.